It's Wednesday, January 7th, 2026, and I'm back with another weather update for you guys. So let's jump straight into it. So the first thing I want to be talking about today is this marginal risk. So we're going to have a couple of days of severe weather, and this will be our first day of severe weather. So we're expecting severe weather tonight, as we do have a marginal risk expanding from Texas all the way up here into Oklahoma, where a few severe storms and hail are going to be a possibility. The main concern is it's going to be more of a hail risk than a severe wind risk, but we definitely could see some severe winds. So this is what the future radar is looking like. We can see a few strong storms out here near Oklahoma City. I'm going to expect this green part of the storm right here to be red, meaning that we could see more heavy rain and stuff like that. But there's definitely going to be a chance to see some severe winds around Oklahoma City, up into Tulsa, severe winds. But this is mainly going to be for tonight and into tomorrow morning. So that's why we have this marginal risk. But that's not it. We also have another marginal risk for tomorrow on January 8th, 2026, which is all the way from Springfield, Illinois, all the way down here into the Dallas and Jackson area over here in Mississippi, where there's going to be a chance for severe winds, maybe an isolated tornado or two, and some hail. But, the main concern for this one will be severe winds, but there's going to be a chance for an isolated tornado and some hail. The main hail concern for this risk tomorrow will be down here into Oklahoma. This is what the storm could be looking like in this area. We can see a few lines of storms, some clusters and stuff. This is mainly going to be a severe wind risk, but there is going to be a chance for an isolated tornado or two tomorrow on January 8th. But it gets way more concerning for January 9th, 2025, as we have a slight risk for severe weather over here in parts of Louisiana, Mississippi, up there into Tennessee. So it goes from Baton Rouge all the way up here into Nashville, Tennessee, for a slight risk where there's going to be a possibility to see some severe winds, some tornadoes, and some hail. And then we got a marginal risk going from New Orleans all the way up here into Bowling Green. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a chance for severe weather. It's far into the future to know exactly what's going to happen yet, but we do have a chance to see some pretty strong storms develop, and if we have all the ingredients, this could actually be pretty bad. This is what some of the storms could be looking like out there around January 9th. This is mainly going to be a nocturnal type of thing. We're going to have a few lines of storms. We're going to have some storms develop down here in the early morning hours that could produce severe winds. We're going to have a lot of stuff going on, and we could see tornadoes. So again, if you're inside of this severe risk on January 9th in 2026, make sure to have alerts on your phone, as this is going to be a nocturnal type of severe weather system. Make sure to be paying attention to this, because you could actually see some pretty bad tornadoes out of this. Yeah, make sure to be staying aware for this. There's not just going to be a severe weather risk with this, but there's also going to be a excessive rainfall risk with this, meaning that we could see some flooding in some places that could lead to flooding. Look, like if we go up here from Pikeville, we have a excessive rainfall risk that goes from Pikeville all the way down here into New Orleans, and that means we could see excessive rainfall. So mainly if you're in this yellow, there's going to be a chance that we could see some flooding if you live in low-lying areas, as we could see lakes kind of get overflowing a little bit. Lakes, like if you live by a lake, the lake could definitely fill up with water and could overflow. And same with rivers. There's definitely going to be a possibility I could see flooding and stuff like that. And there's still going to be a possibility that we could see flooding up here around the Chicago area because of solid soil. But we don't have the risk over here anymore for flooding. But that could change. We are expecting some above average temperatures for a lot of you guys in the United States. As you can see right here to this map, and we're going to have a cold front in front during this storm. And we're going to have moisture pulled up from the Gulf of Mexico. There will be cold air behind this line right here, and then there will be warm air in front of it. And once this cold front pushes through, pretty much the whole United States is going to be getting cooler. Check out this temperature anomaly. If you fast forward it to the future just a little bit, look at all this cold that comes to the United States. Almost all of you guys will be starting to feeling the cold, as after this cold front passes, the United States will get really cold, and this is going to lead to some snowstorms that we'll talk about next. So you can see with this severe weather storm, it's not just going to be severe weather, it's also going to be flooding and snow. We're going to see some snow at the top part of this storm. Down here is going to be the severe weather, up here is going to be the snow. See, this is what it looks like on January 8th. You can see that we could see some snow mainly over here. And then if we fast forward it, the snow kind of just goes through the UP of Michigan up there into Canada. And there's definitely going to be potential for some snow. And after all of this passes, we could see another snowstorm and something come through that could cause some snow as well. So yeah, make sure to be careful for icy roads, mainly if you're up here towards the north. If we fast forward it, the models are definitely showing some, snowstorms and crazy stuff that could be happening in the future. As you can see, around January 21st, we could see a snowstorm come through. I don't know why it's coming out of the Gulf of Mexico now. There might be something wrong, but it does seem like that there's going to be a possibility that we could see some snow in the Gulf, around the Gulf, over here in Alabama, around January 21st. Again, that's probably not going to happen. Before this video was made, this snow did not come out of the Gulf. It literally just came up from up here, then went through here. But I don't really know why it's coming out of the Gulf. But I guess we'll see what happens. But yeah, there's definitely going to be some pretty crazy stuff coming up throughout January. And I'll keep you guys updated through all of this. And that's about it for today's weather video. And make sure to stay prepared. And I'll see you guys in the next weather video. Bye.